For Wolf. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here to talk things over before third down.
Come on. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Out of the gun, Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. Gets this away, and it's a good one. Angling toward the sideline. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. And that'll help give him some space out of bounds, up at the 20-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. To throw is Hurts. Into the hands of Coleman. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Hurts moving left, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Second and 10. Now it's Hurts. He's got Douglas going deep. And he will score. Demario Douglas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
On play action, it's Ward. This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. It'll lead to a second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Cowboy 80, 79 Broncos. Go.
Here's Ward now on second down. A throw downfield caught by Burton. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 35 yards.
18 Rattler.
On first down, Ward. He's got it about the 8. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Tennessee. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Hurts. He's got Douglas going deep. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So you take the field as a defense, and you understand that the opposing team just gave up points. They want to grab back some of the momentum, some of the energy on the sideline. In the back of your head, you're saying, all right, they're going to take a shot probably within these first couple plays. Here they did it on the first play. It's exactly what happened. Good coverage, and falls incomplete.
So we reached the intermission. It has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Joey Slye to kick off for Tennessee.
3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here.
And we'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. To throw is Hurts. Moving to his right. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
It is third and long.
180.
Throwing is Hurts. That's hard. And he will go all the way. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Ward. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Ward. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Titans.
Lining up for the point after.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans cut the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
Jaguars.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
50-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. Oh, the elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
That's another Jaguars first down.
It's like a design run. Hurts has it. And he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go. Cup 19, Cup 19, 18, Pioneers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 1st down, it's Ward. To the outside, catch made by Pickens. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4.
Mustang, 19, Warriors 17, 18, Rattler, 18, 19, tight, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
From the gun, here's Ward. That's into the hands of Tyjae Spears. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 18 yards on the connection. That's good for a Titan first down.
69. Hey, check that. Street. Come on. Ready?
Give, and here comes Hampton. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
79 Broncos. Trap 60.
Back to throw is Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender finding his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Rolling to the left. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
Here we go. 18, go.
Hampton will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. Out comes Sly for the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Trimmer. 63.
This drive begins with a run by Cheaton. And he'll be marked out at the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard
On
line.
first down, it's Hunter. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
He'll get about 2. Oluwafemi Oladejo there to make the tackle.
At the 48-yard line.
3rd and long.
It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 13.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Pass completed to Douglas. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down.
Fourth down. Here's Hurts. That's taken in. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker. Now it's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1. 15-yard line.
Run out of the gun, and it's 2. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
The RPO, that one is complete. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal it is a first down. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That one, taken in. Travis Hunter. Touchdown, Jaguars. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Panther 11. Come on. 60, step, hawk, 70, hawk, step.
Now, first down throw for Ward. His throw left side is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
18
On first down, Ward. Rolling right. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
18, 5 in. Dragon 60. Hurt. Mustang 19.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
He's got his man right side. It's complete. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
That's good.
19 right. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Panther left. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
To the air again. Ward. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Shotgun snap for Ward. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Marion Hampton was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
And the defender does such a good job, like not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Dragon 60.
Third and long. Here's Ward. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Catch made, right side by Thomas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Give it up the middle to Brooks. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Go. Steady.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll drop to throw. Out to his right. Now he'll run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Silver, ready?
On third down, it's Hurts. Looking downfield for Coleman. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. On fourth down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. Here's Ward. Here comes the screen to Spear.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still on the back of their head.
And he's out of bounds with the first down, so they get a new set of downs. Just as importantly, stop the clock.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the first down.
19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60, Cup 19, Cup ready.
On first and 10, Ward. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
18, 60.
Throwing again is Ward. Oh, that one is incomplete. Man, that was something. What an adventure. Out of the pocket, looking for something downfield. Cannot connect. And it was an exciting incompletion.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Streak.
Again, it's Ward. On the run to the right. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end.
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for two, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win, and the crowd rising to make this even more difficult. And he'll get in. An incredible gutsy call. Pays off. They've taken the lead by one.
Joey Slye to kick off.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
Good game, Rob.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Oh, costly sack. Can't have that here. We'll have to use a timeout. And barring a defensive penalty, we're down to one play in this one. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas.
That's why you never give up. Touchdown, baby.